Hi everyone, welcome back to Pretty Pastel Pastries. If you're new here, hi, my name is Giselle. Today I have for you guys 6 kinds of different strawberry designs you guys can do for this month of December. Now today's theme is going to be Winter in Wonderland, but let's make it Christmas edition. I'm also very happy to announce that for this month of December, I will be posting videos every other day, meaning I'll post one on December 2nd, 4th, 6th, and so on. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store, and if you aren't already subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification, and give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Alright guys, with that being said, let's hop onto the tools and supplies. So let's first start off with our chocolate melting wafers. Now this one here is from the brand Ghirardelli. I love the way this one melts in the microwave. It is super easy to use, and you never have to add like any oils or anything like that, so I highly recommend this. Next up we have our silicone cups right here. This one is from the brand OXO. Next up we have our pre-washed strawberries. If you would like to learn how I wash my strawberries, head over to my fall chocolate covered strawberry video and I'll show you guys how I do that. Next up, let's hop right into decoration. So right here I have our Wilton Dab and Hold Edible Adhesive. Next up we have our Wilton Standing Sugar. Now these sprinkles are here from The Sweetest Thing Bake Shop. They are super cute and like the details are just like awesome. I just love the way that one looks on our strawberries. Next up, I will be showing you guys some of the TheSugarArt's products. So let's first start off with our Diamond Dust collection. So this one right here is going to be 100% edible. I just love the way this looks on our strawberries. And you guys can also add Diamond Dust into like any kind of dessert you guys want to make at home. But I personally love to add this into my strawberries and they just look so iridescent and beautiful, and the shine and color really comes out. I definitely recommend this. It is so sparkly and I just love the end result. So this one right here is going to be in the color light blue. I also have it in the color blue. Next up we have their Elite Color. Now this one right here you can actually add into your chocolate, which is like super amazing because this one right here is a powder, but it combines perfectly with our chocolate. Although their colors are really unique and have like this beautiful color to it. And today I will be using pastel blue. I highly recommend you guys check this one out. Now lastly we have our Sterling Pearls. It is also 100% edible and you can add to any kind of dessert. I personally also love adding this to my chocolate strawberries for like that cute little sparkly touch. So this one right here is in the color Super Pearl, and we also have it in this really baby pink color. This one is Elena. I am also really happy to announce that TheSugarArt has gifted our Pretty Pastel family here on YouTube with a 15% off discount code just for you guys, so definitely check them out. The code will be linked in the description down below along with the website. I highly recommend their products and I love them personally myself, so definitely check them out. Next up we have our small little mallet. We're going to need 2 brushes, some clear piping bags. Next up we're going to be using a breakable heart mold. So this one here is super flexible and easy to use. We have our letter mold right here. We have our milk chocolate M&Ms. We're going to need some toothpicks, cupcake liners, and lastly an assortment of sprinkles. Alright guys, with that being said, let's hop right into the video. So our first step is going to be melting our chocolate, so I'm going to melt each one of them separately at 30-second intervals. Now this is after the microwave after another 30 seconds, and as you guys can see, it has melted a lot more. So always just make sure to stir evenly, and we're going to be left with this really good consistency. I love this consistency. This would be perfect for dipping right now, but I do need more chocolate, so I'm going to go ahead and add in more. You also want to keep in mind when you're adding in new chocolate, you always want to ensure you're mixing all the chocolate throughout the cup. So now at this point we have both of our chocolate nice and melted. It is a really amazing consistency. You do not want your chocolate to be any thicker than this. So now since both of our chocolate is all nice and set, I'm going to go ahead and leave one off to the side. And to this one we're going to go ahead and color it a different color. So today we will be using this Elite Color in the color Pastel Blue. We're going to go ahead and add in just a little bit at a time, and then we can always increase the amount a little bit later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab about this much of color. We're gonna go ahead and add this to our chocolate. Now all we're simply gonna do is just go ahead and mix that into our chocolate. And always ensure before you add in any more color, we're gonna go ahead and evenly mix that and then just keep adding more color. Now that we have incorporated that really pretty pastel blue, we're left with this really beautiful color. Now to this color, we're gonna go ahead and add this into our breakable heart. Now once our chocolate is in here, you're just going to go ahead and move this chocolate all around the corners. And just be really careful and take your time with this. Now in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and dip our strawberries. So we're going to go ahead and grab one strawberry. And remember guys, we're going to place our toothpick on the left or the right hand side of your berry. You're going to pierce it about like halfway. Go ahead and pick up all of your leaves. Now we're going to go ahead and dip into our chocolate. So we're going to do 4 white and then 2 baby blue. So just go ahead and grab your strawberry. We're going to go all the way up. Try to go as high as you can towards the rim, but not all the way up. You're going to lift it up. You're going to shake off the excess. So we're going to place it on our parchment paper or wax paper. And we're just going to let that set at room temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and dip 3 more of these white ones. And now next up, we're going to grab one of our strawberries. And then to this strawberry, we're going to go ahead and add 2 of these M&Ms to the left and the right hand side. So we're going to grab our M&M and we're just going to add a little bit to one side of the M&M. Just like this. Then we're going to go ahead and add this to our strawberry. And just hold it there for a couple seconds. We're going to let this one harden up for at least 2 minutes. Now our strawberry has been sitting here for about 2 minutes. Now it's nice and firm, it's not falling off or anything, but just to ensure that it does not fall throughout the process of dipping, we're going to place it into this small little plate and it's going into the refrigerator for about 2 minutes and we'll be right back. So our heart has been in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. It is nice and chilled, and it is not moving from this position. So now we're going to go ahead and add in our second coat. And for the second time around, you want to work rather quickly just to make sure all the chocolate doesn't set too fast. So now we're going to hop right back onto our strawberry. So we're going to dip it like normal. And we're going to go ahead and dip this actually in our white chocolate. So just really carefully, grab the leaves. Make sure not to like hit any of the ears or anything. Now from here, just really slowly dip all the way down. And we're just going to go ahead and set this on our parchment paper. Now onto our letter mold, I went ahead and added some chocolate to my piping bag. We're going to cut a very small tip, not that big, probably around like medium size. Now directly, we're going to go ahead and start piping. So I'm just going to go ahead and spell out the words, "Let it snow." It is super easy to use this mold. Now all we're going to do is just go ahead and directly pipe your chocolate into your letters. So let me go find the letter T. We're just going to go ahead and squeeze, and you're just going to go ahead and move upwards and then just like follow the letter. And that's pretty much it. You don't want to like overfill it or anything, but just in case you do overfill it, just go ahead and grab like a small spatula, and you're just going to go ahead and like scrape it off. It's that easy, guys. So I'm just going to finish up and we'll be right back. Now I went ahead and took out my mold out of my refrigerator. Now it's time to demold it. So all we're going to do is just really slowly pull from all of the sides. Now that all of our sides are nice and unmolded, we're going to go ahead and flip it over. Now we're going to work from the tail upwards. So you're just going to grab it from the tail, and keep in mind you also don't want to touch your chocolate heart at all. And we're really slowly going to go upwards. It was so easy to unmold, and I love the color. It looks so beautiful. Now I'm going to leave this one here, and I'm going to go ahead and bring out my molds as well. Now these are our molds right out of the refrigerator. You just really slowly want to like unmold them. Just like go from the left hand side and then go up a little bit to each one of them. So now since we have that all nice and done, we're really slowly going to just like pop them out. And just place them on like any kind of like wax paper or a plate, anywhere you guys would like to place them. Now for my letters, it is really easy for me to just place them on top of my heart. And at this point, you can actually, move them around and see where you want your placement to be. Because if you were to already add, your chocolate to the back, it would be really hard or like impossible to change it up. So this method really works for me. So hopefully it works for you guys too. So now we're gonna go ahead and grab our chocolate. And I have mine in a piping bag. I'm going to grab one letter at a time and just add some to the back. Now from here, I'm just going to go ahead and lay it where I wanted it. And just press it down a little bit. Okay, so we have one letter done. I'm going to do the rest of them and we'll be right back. So now that we have all of our letter placement on there, it is not going anywhere. It is nice and secured. Now we're going to go ahead and grab these small little like snowflakes, and I'm going to place them all around the heart. So just add a little bit of your chocolate and just really slowly add them in the middle. Now next up, I'm going to grab my sterling pearl, and we're really lightly going to add this on top of our letters. So I'm just going to add a little bit to my brush. You don't want too much. And we're just going to add a little bit, just so that it gives it like a little bit more of a sheen. Next up, I'm actually going to add in more of this super pearl. So I'm just going to place this on a piece of wax paper. We don't want too much, just a little bit. I'm going to grab a fluffier, bigger brush. Now, since we have some product on here, I'm going to go ahead and move back to my heart. And we're really lightly just going to swirl it all around the heart. Just like this. And this is going to give it a really beautiful, like, iridescent pearl color to it. And it's going to look super pretty once we, like, take pictures and everything. Just because it's not like catching it on camera, but in person, you guys, it looks so beautiful. So I went ahead and added all of that super pearl, and look at how like iridescent that is. That is so beautiful. I love the way this turned out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and actually set this one off to the side. And now we're gonna go ahead and work on our strawberry decoration. So to our first strawberry design, we're gonna do a simple drizzle and we're gonna add some sprinkles. So I went ahead and cut like a small tip off of my piping tip. Now we're gonna go ahead and add some sprinkles to the right hand side, but before we do that, I'm gonna add some of these long sprinkles. And just really carefully add some to the side. They're looking so cute. I'm gonna set this one here and just let it rest at room temperature. Now to our second berry design, we're gonna go ahead and almost do like an X, just like this. These are gonna be like little light bulbs for like Christmas. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my piping bag, squeeze it, and just go down. And we're gonna do the same upwards. I'm gonna let this one sit down as well. So now moving on to our diamond dust, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Wilton Dab and Hold edible adhesive. I'm going to place some on our wax paper. Next up, we're just gonna grab a small little brush. We're gonna go ahead and add some. You don't want too much on there, just enough. You want to make sure you get every little corner. So once we have that all nice in there, it's gonna look like this. Now next up, we're gonna grab our diamond dust in light blue. We're gonna go ahead and now sprinkle some onto our strawberry. And we're just gonna add this all around the berry. That is looking so beautiful. I'm loving how it's looking. It has this really beautiful sheen to it. I mean, you can't get this anywhere else. Now we're just gonna go ahead and just tap off the excess. And there you go, guys. We have one all nice and done. I'm gonna set this one off to the side and we're gonna do one more. The next one we're gonna do is going to be in our diamond dust blue. Now we're gonna grab the other blue one, and we're gonna do the same thing and add in our dab and hold. Now the same thing, we're gonna do this really lightly and just pack it on top. And this blue is just a little bit more darker than the last blue we used. Next up we have our cute little polar bear berry. So to this one, again, we're gonna grab our super pearl, and we're just gonna go ahead and swirl some onto our berry. So just really carefully gonna swirl this all over. And this is again gonna give us a really beautiful sheen. Just like that. It was super fast and easy, guys. Now we're gonna go ahead and draw on the cute little eyes. So I went ahead and melted some dark chocolate right over here. I'm just gonna cut a very small tip at the end. Now to this berry, we're gonna draw two close eyes together. So let me just hold mine really quick and then I'll show you guys. Okay, next up I'm gonna draw the little nose. And lastly, we're gonna do the mouth. Now, lastly, to just make this whole thing come to life and make it super cute, we're gonna grab our sterling pearl in the color Elena and a small little brush. Now I'm just gonna add just a little bit to the brush. We can always add more later. And I'm just gonna draw like cute little cheeks on the sides. And yeah, guys, this is our polar bear. I love the way it looks. Now we're gonna hop right back into this one. And to this one, we're gonna do a really pretty drip. And I just added some baby blue into a piping bag. So to this one, let's start from the left-hand side. And we're gonna work all the way over to the right-hand side. So you're just gonna draw a little line, just like this. And then we're gonna start making it drip on the sides. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our white sanding sugar, and we're just gonna add some on top. And to this one, just to finish it off, I'm gonna add 2 snowflakes. Now to this berry, all we're gonna do is just add like those little light bulbs that look like Christmas. So I'm just gonna do like tiny little dots. So now that these are all set, I'm quickly going to grab my baby blue color and my white, and we're just going to go ahead and add another dot at the bottom. And we're just going to alternate the colors. I'm going to add a little bit to this wax paper. Going to grab back that fluffy little brush, and we're just going to really lightly let it go on top of our berry. And lastly, to this Diamond Dust light blue berry, we're just going to do this really pretty design on there. Alright guys, so let me just clean up here a little bit, and then we'll be back to put it into our box. Okay guys, so we're almost done with our strawberries. So right over here, I just went ahead and added my cute cupcake liners. And over here, I went ahead and took this out of the refrigerator, so it's all nice and set. So now, to this box, I'm actually going to add goodies to the bottom. So right here, I have some Hershey Kisses. And I also have these like Ghirardelli peppermint bark. And lastly, this really cute Hershey's milk bar. So let's see, I'll place my strawberries to the left hand side. So I'll just add my cute decorations to the right hand side. So I have some of my candy here at the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my heart. You always want to make sure you grab it from the bottom. I'm just going to set it over on top. So next up, we're going to grab our cute little mallet. I'm going to set it right here. And just for our strawberries, we're just going to place them in this order. Now lastly, to our box, I'm going to grab these mini marshmallows, and to the empty sparse areas, I'm just going to like sprinkle some all over the place. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and close the lid and actually add in this cute like little Christmas bow I found. So let me just go ahead and do that for you guys. And you can add it in the center, in the corner. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to set mine off to the right hand side. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. Now today's post notification shout out goes to Sienna Alexis. Thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting Pretty Pastel Pastries here on YouTube. And don't forget to check out TheSugarArt. Their products are amazing. My 15% off code will be linked down below for you guys, and it will only be out for a limited time, so take advantage. Happy holidays and have a lovely day.